Hello, Steve Houck.
Hi, Steve. It's David Crosby.
David Crosby, how are you?
I am very happy, actually.
I'm so glad to hear that. It's been about 4 years since we've talked.
Really?
Yeah. And I think the last time we talked, man, you were feeling really good. I think you told me your windows and your doors of your mind were as open as they've been. And look, 4 years later, you're kicking ass, man. What is going on?
Yeah, I am making music at a higher rate of speed here. But what's going on, man, is I'm pretty happy, and I've got two really good bands. And so that, they're all younger than me, so that keeps me pedaling faster just to keep up. And they're very inspiring writers, particularly my son, James. Sky Trails Band is an astounding writer.
Oh, great.
And so is Michael League and Becca Stevens and Michelle Willis in the Lighthouse Band. But in this band, in the Sky Trails Band, it's mainly James. I have written also with our bass player, Miley, but I mostly write with James. I have written with Jeff Pevar also. I write with James all the time. And we are halfway through a fifth album, another album.
God.
Which is crazy because they don't pay me for them. The real bitch of it is, man, is that they're making billions of dollars. The streamers are making billions of dollars off of my music and not paying me for it. It's as if you worked for about 4 weeks and they paid you a nickel.
Now, tell me about that. Why is that?
Well, that's how streaming works. What happened is the guys who invented the process said, listen, they went to the record companies. They said, listen, this is a better deal. You don't have to make a physical object. You don't have to package it. You don't have to ship it. You don't have to deal with returns. You don't have to do covers. You don't have to do any of that shit.
Right.
And you'll make more money. And they said, but we need a rate that's way lower than what you've been paying those artists. They're getting rich, and that's not right. We want to get rich. We don't want the artists to get rich. We want to get rich.
Right.
And the record company said, we can pay you a rate that's so low you will make billions of dollars. All you have to do is give us a piece of your company.
God.
And they did. So now the three main record companies are making, I was told, $19 million a day.
Oh, you're kidding.
Off of streaming.
Holy shit, that is insane.
And us, man. Roger told me off of 1 year that in streaming for 8 Miles High, Roger McGuinn told me this.
Right.
He said we did something like 900,000 plays and got like $90, $8 or something. It's like really not right.
No, it's not. No,
because they are making literally billions of dollars, and we're not, and we're the ones who made the music. I'm completely resentful, and they're not going to change it. It's not going to change. It's going to stay that way. The real bitch of it, man, is that it's making it almost impossible for young, good musicians to come up because they can't. That it takes half the money off the table. Right.
No, exactly. Well, David, aside from that part of this, I mean, since we talked last, you've done 3 more fabulous records, man. And I've got people going, knew I was going to talk to you, or were saying, this creative burst is really almost unparalleled for somebody who's been around for this long. What do you attribute all this to? And it's damn good. I mean, not that you've not always been great, but it's like you're exceeding almost the expectations, even though the expectations are high to begin with.
Thank you, man. I think so too, but I you need to be the one to say it, not me.
Oh, I will be. But I think you're getting such a great response to the new stuff live, aren't you? I mean, it seems to be a surprise to you.
It's really a joy, man, because, it's what matters to me. The money is secondary, always has been. What the joy is in making really great music. And these two bands make really good music.
Right.
The one that I'm out with now, the Sky Trails Band, is one of the best bands I've ever been in. We're just It's an excellent band. We can play anything we can think.
Oh, great.
And we can think some really strange shit. So
I bet. I mean, but you're certainly not going out and phoning it in. You're building shows around new music, and yes, we're hearing some of the fabulous old stuff, but what is it that continues to motivate you to do this great writing?
Two things. One, it's a joy. It's an absolute joy to sing it. It's fun. One of the most fun things on earth. And two, music is a lifting force, man. It makes things better.
Right.
Okay. The same way war makes it worse and brings out the very worst in human beings. Well,
right.
The same way music makes it better and brings out the very best in human beings. So it's the only thing I can do that makes it better. It's the only contribution I can make. It's the only place I can make it any better.
Right.
And right now things are pretty dark out there.
Yeah.
It's not real good.
No.
And we need to feel, like we can make it through the day. And music helps you do that. So the only thing I can do to make it any better is this music. And I feel it's like a sacred trust. They've given me this talent to do it. I have to do it. And I have a limited amount of time. I'm 77 years old. So
right.
I'm working very hard to do as much work as I can while I'm still here.
Can you put a reason to what this last 5 years? I mean, it had been a little while. It had been a while since you'd done some solo stuff, and then boom.
Two reasons. One, the last 10 years of CSN, we weren't friends.
Right.
So it was not a place I wanted to bring songs.
Right.
So I had some saved up.
Right.
But mainly, it's these people I'm working with. It's James Raymond and Michael Leake, the two guys who produce these records. Michael Leake produces the Lighthouse ones. That's me and Becca Stevens and Michelle Willis.
Right.
And then my son James produces the Skytrails ones. That's me and James and Jeff Pivar and My Lease and again Michelle Willis and Steve DeSanislaw.
Right.
And these people are all really good writers, man. They're all brilliant players. So they're very inspiring that way. I write with other people. I wrote a song on the last one with Michael McDonald.
Oh, you did? Yeah, we were talking last time. You said Michael had just been over at your house. So.
Oh, man, he's such a good writer.
That's great.
I'm still trying to write some more with him. And I write with other people. I write sometimes with Mark Cohen. I write with Becca Stevens. I write with Michelle. I write with just about everybody.
Right. So the collaboration really is also a wonderful guiding force in music for you right now. And it always has, as it always has been, right?
Well, less before. I used to mostly 90% write by myself. Now I 90% write with other people.
Oh, that's interesting. Wow.
But the other person always thinks of something you didn't.
Right. No, that's perfect. The music aside for a moment, which actually it's part of your musical world as well. You are, I follow you on Twitter, see your stuff all the time. You're very active. What motivates you to be that kind of communicator right now? Why do you like that platform?
I like it because a couple of reasons. I like it because you talk to people, and people are fascinating to me.
Right.
I also like it because the trolls, people want to pick a fight with you. You can just delete them.
Right.
I like that. I probably delete a couple of people each time I'm on there because I just don't bother to fight with trolls. When they come up and post on there, you lousy hippie, how wonderful Donald Trump thing never happened. I don't bother. I don't bother to try to explain it to him what a dunce he is. I just delete him. You
mean the guy who claimed executive privilege today and for the Mueller report? I mean, it's just astounding the mockery he's making of us. Oh my God.
Stop, man. He's an insane motherfucker.
He really is.
Yeah.
It's a scary time as far as that goes. Well, I really enjoy the Twitter conversations you have and because there's music in there, but certainly you paint a very wide swath of topics with folks, and that's
I think that's
neat.
why Rolling Stone called me. I think that's why they asked me to do this column.
Yeah, well, that was my next question. What the hell? Ask Cross. I love it.
I think it's so funny, man. The idea of anybody asking me for advice
right.
is hysterical.
Right.
Absolutely hysterical. That's why they did it. It's because it's funny. And so we'll see how it turns out. I just did a bunch of them.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, we'll see him. We'll see if anybody likes him.
What do you do? What is the format? Is it social or is it's in the magazine, right? Both?
It's in the magazine, and they ask me a bunch of questions, unprepared. I don't get to see them ahead of time, and then I wing it. And
Oh, that's great.
I did like 20 of them, and they liked them a lot. So I think it's going to be fun to see.
Oh, I think it is too, and it's funny, but ironically, you have wonderful advice. So all the all the people wondering what the hell's he going to tell people? Actually, you got a lot to say. So I think it's going to be great. I can't wait to check it out. Tell me real briefly about Woodstock, this 50th thing. All right, so you were going to be involved, and now what the hell has happened? And do you have how have you felt about this whole thing since the beginning? I know, getting involved again.
To me, I was looking forward to it because we're going to be friends of mine there, but it's still just a gig. I know what happened, I think,
Right.
but I can't tell anybody. There's a person involved who's a completely dishonest person. And
Oh, shit.
I'm pretty sure he pulled a whizzer on the finance guys, and they said, "Oh, fuck you," and left.
God. Well, and are you disappointed?
Yeah, sure, but no big deal.
No, yeah. Well, that's what I was wondering because I knew you were involved.
Well,
Look,
I am disappointed. Two of my granddaughters and one of my daughters were all planning on coming there.
sure.
Woodstock. And they were all excited. But to me, it's another gig. I would have got to see a lot of friends of mine. Bobby Weir's going to be there.
Right.
John Weir's going to be there. A lot of guys who I played with and that I love, are going to be there. So, but I can't. They were going to be there, but you can't waste your time on it. If it isn't going to happen, it isn't going to happen. So.
No, not at all. Look, David, I won't keep you, man. I cannot wait to come to the Birchmere and see this beautiful new music again.
Come talk to me afterwards, man. Come talk to me afterwards.
Oh, I would love to. That made my world last time, and I would love to come back and say hey, and congratulations on just kicking the music thing fabulously. We love it. I threw Cross on the other day in my car, and I just fall into that thing. So I'm
good record.
I'm all in. But David, thanks so much. You've made my day, and we will see you soon.
All right, thanks, man.
All right, brother. Bye-bye.